A very good morning to all the students of class 3. My name is Prerna and today we are going to read chapter number 5 of your book. And the name of the chapter is How Many Crows. Do you know who the story is about whom? This story is about Emperor Akbar and Birbal. So I'm sure you might have heard of Akbar and Birbal. But just to tell you very quickly, Akbar was one of the greatest Mughal emperor. And who was Birbal? Birbal was his smartest, most witty, most intelligent courtier. All right. And what used to happen that Emperor Akbar, he used to discuss a lot of important issues as well, but sometimes he liked asking difficult questions or maybe strange questions or tricky questions to all his courtiers. And the quality of Birbal was that he was the one who had answer to all these questions. So let us read the story of How Many Crows. All right. So as I told you that this is chapter number 5 and the name is How Many Crows. So let us try and see that what Emperor Akbar wanted to ask. In his hall called the Diwan-e-Khas at the fort in Agra, Emperor Akbar met his special courtiers to discuss important matters about his empire. So what used to happen, it was a daily routine that you can see Emperor Akbar here. So he used to meet all his important courtiers. So this is a courtroom, or this is a hall in which the Emperor Akbar, he used to meet all his courtiers. Courtiers means advisors to the king in a royal court. So Emperor Akbar used to meet all his courtiers and discuss important issues, whether they were political matters or matters related to what all was happening in the kingdom. So he used to discuss it with his courtiers. Sometimes the emperor liked to discuss other things as well, such as where the best melons came from or why all seawater is salty. The emperor enjoyed learning new things. So emperor used to ask all sort of questions to his courtiers. Often he liked to discuss difficult questions from his courtiers. Birbal was a clever minister. He always had an answer to all the strange and difficult questions. So this was the quality of Birbal, as I told you, that he was the one who had answer to all the difficult and strange questions. One morning, the emperor took his seat in Diwan-e-Khas and asked, how many crows are there in all of Agra? So now Emperor Akbar, he had put on another strange question. And what was the question? That in entire Agra, how many crows are there? The courtiers looked at each other in alarm. They did not know what to do. Some of them knew about the number of elephants in the city. Some knew about the number of horses. But crows, nobody had any idea. So now what happened when Emperor Akbar put on the strange question that how many crows are there in the entire Agra? Everyone in the court, all the courtiers, they were a little amazed. They were speechless because some knew how many elephants were there, how many horses were there, but crows, it's a bird. So nobody knew how many crows are there in the entire Agra. Some courtiers tried to hide behind their friends. So in order to escape from being pointed out by Emperor Akbar that you tell me what is the answer to this question, some of them started hiding behind their friends. A few courtiers began to look up at the sky in order to count the crows. So some of them started looking in the sky and started counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Only Birbal remained calm and kept smiling. So it was only Birbal in the entire court, in the entire Diwan-e-Khas, who was very quiet, very peaceful, and he was smiling. So why was he smiling? He said, so now Birbal, because he had an answer to this question, he was very relaxed. So he said, Jahapana, there are exactly 10,666 crores in all of Agra. So now Birbal was the one who gave the exact number of crores in the entire Agra. He said there are 10,666 crores in entire Agra. How do you know, Birbal? Asked the emperor. Are you sure you're not lying? Because I will have a proper count to see if you are right. What if there are less than 10,666 crores? So now Emperor Akbar asked Birbal that you have given me a number of, that this is the exact number of crores in the entire Agra. What if there are less? Then they have gone to visit their friends and relatives in Delhi, Huzur. Birbal replied. So see, when Emperor Akbar asked him this question, that what if there are less number of crores? So he said that some of them might have gone to Delhi to visit their friends and relatives. If there are more crows, it is possible that their friends and relatives from Delhi may have come to visit them. But I'm sure that there are exactly 10,666 crows in Agra. So again, it was Birbal who had the answer to this question. He said if there are less number of crores than 10,666, then a few of them might have gone to Delhi. If there are more, then there could be some who have come from Delhi to visit their crow friends and family in Agra. Birbal, there is no one as clever as you, said Emperor Akbar, laughing. So, just like this story, there are many interesting stories of Akbar and Birbal, and you should read all those stories because they are very interesting. They are very, you really enjoy reading those stories. So, I hope you enjoyed reading this one as well. Thank you so much.